rink was actually on the bottom of Talbot Street on the left-hand side, right across from where the stern of the Keewatin sat for the last 10 years or so now. It was an old building. I can tell you a story about that too, if you want. It was a curling rink at that time. And then the firemen, the local volunteer firemen would put the ice in for skating and stuff, and a bit of hockey in the winter. And every winter, my dad was a volunteer fireman. Every winter he'd leave the key by the phone where I could see it, And me and my buddies, a few of them, Mo Moriarty, Dewey Graham, a few different ones, we'd go over to the rink, open up the doors, start flooding the ice, get it ready, because you wanted to have ice for Christmas if you could, The firemen were a little tardy at getting it ready, So we'd go over and get the ice kind of ready and, shut out the lights when we were done. And a couple weeks later, the firemen come to get the ice ready. Whoop, the Phantoms have put it in already. Oh, I got another story about the rink. This tells you how much times have changed too, Whenever there was too much snow, the Reeve, Abby Calvert, would shut off the rink, close it down for safety reasons so the roof wouldn't cave in. It was an old building. It had huge cables in it. I don't think it ever could have fell down, but because we used to swing on the cable rafters that were there, but anyway, because they were only about 6'6" above your head. But anyways, with them big cables, I don't think it fell, but he would, if there was a lot of snow, he would say, okay, we got to shut it down until it's shoveled. And one year, there was a lot of snow, and I guess it must have been during school break or something, because somehow Albert Calvert, he got a hold of my dad and said, see if Lefty and maybe a couple of his buddies wants to shovel off the roof for the rink. So my dad says, hey, yeah, you want a job, I said, yeah, sure, for sure, get a couple of dollars an hour, maybe 50 cents an hour, I don't know, whatever it was in them days, but we'll shovel off the roof. So Dewey Graham and me, we were going to do it. Bill Graham's son, everybody called him Dewey, even the girls are called Dewey, but anyways, we got the job of doing the roof, and Dewey always had this crush with Cabbage Kavanaugh girl that she lived at Joe Conley's pool room above the pool room. They were childhood sweethearts, I guess, it was a love that lasted a long time. Anyways, I guess Dewey thought he would be working like a man, and he thought, well, I'll take the outside, like the side towards the street. I'll do that side, you do the other side. Guess he thought if Cabbage seen him up on the roof, he'd get a hero biscuit, So anyways, it's all good. So we're shoveling away. I think by the end of the first or second day, we had quite a bit of it done. And there was one section on the backside, which I was working on, that had new steel on it. Newer, I guess it would be. Anyways, so I get to that section there, and it was about the last third of the roof. I start shoveling away on it. All of a sudden, it lets go. That whole section, whoosh, down it goes. Me, shovels, arms, legs, everything. Was not far to fall anyway. So down into the snow, I come back up. Well, I guess I'm finished, So I walk up to Joe Conley's pool hall and get myself a Coke. I think there were 7 cents for a Coke, 2 cents back if you brought the bottle back. So I got me a Coke and Dewey a Coke and said, well, I'm all done, and then he was whining a bit, but eventually I helped him do the other side. But he thought he was going to get stuck doing the hard side all the way. But I got a good laugh with him, and I twisted him a little bit before we did it. Yeah. Just imagine now, though, the town father hiring a public school kid to go and do something on a commercial building. That's just the way things were simpler then, and it's much nicer. Like, these young kids will never see that.